everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so sorry I haven't posted a video in a while, but there is a reason for that. I have a few videos that are coming up, but today I'm going to be working on a DIY project for a barn door. So I attempted a barn door and it didn't come out well, so I'm going to redo it, and I'm hopefully going to do it the right way this time. Tried to do it the cheap way the first time and that didn't work out so well. But I'm going to be using the leftovers from another project. So I've already cut the wood. I'm going to be using cedar because that's what we have left over. And I've already cut the dimensions for the sides of the door, but I'm going to pocket jig the bottom and the top of the doors. And this is what I mean by pocket jig. It's Craig. And all this does is allows me to put the screw through on one end and come out the other, and it should do it all nice and neat, and I'll show you how to use this thing. So basically you take the width of the board. It's got dimensions here, so it's got 1/2 inch, 3/4, and inch, and 1.5 inches, and you just set it to the width of the board on this, and then you take the drill bit and you set it to the same thing in the drill bit. There's a little indicator right there, and it goes through nicely. Okay, so I've set up the pocket jig. I've never used this thing before, so this is going to be a first for me. But I have it set up and clamped to the side, and I have this one clamped to my countertop here. And so we're just going to run the drill through. It'll come out here and it'll make a nice little place to put the screws in for the side so that you can't see it on the back of the door. Okay, so this is what the finished product kind of looks like. You can see it went through nice and neat, and nothing came out on the side, so I guess the screw's going to come out. It'll go right in when I clamp the boards together, and hopefully it'll be a real nice hold. So I have 3 more of those to do, and then I can start putting the frame together. And so for the barn door, I actually found this at the hardware store. I'll show you. It's reclaimed wood. I found it in the closet section, and it's actually barnwood. It's reclaimed barnwood. So I think that's a little cool that I'm using it to make a barn door since it's reclaimed wood, but we're gonna try and see what that looks like. So okay, so the frame has been completed, and believe it or not, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, because truthfully I was dreading that, but fit like a glove. So I went 82 inches on the long side, I went even 36 on the sides, and this one I believe was 51.5, and it fit together perfectly. So the middle section too is also 36 even. So I just went as easy as possible on the dimensions. Okay, so I ran into one little problem. There's only so many long ones in a pack, and there's actually 4 different sizes. So there's this medium size. No, that's the same size. There's a longer medium size. And then there's also a super short size, and they have various, like there's only 2 short ones. I think there's 2 of these long ones, and there's 4 of these medium long ones. So you see that. So I have to change up my design a little bit. So I'm going to make the whole X on the barn door, the 2 X's, instead of just the arrowhead. And I think then I'll be able to use these a little bit easier with more anchor points, because I'm just going to staple them on. I'm not going to screw them on because the wood is so thin that I may split it with the screws unless I pre-drill all of them, which I really don't want to do that. I'm just going to staple them. So I'm sorry, we bought 3 packs. 1 pack was just plain, as you can see it's plain. And the other 2 packs I've now discovered are Shiplap. They have the lip on either side. Yes. So I'm going to attempt to use the 2 packs that are Shiplapped, and I don't know what we're gonna do with this third. Maybe we can use it in something else. Hopefully I can get this done with just 2 packs. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so now that the barn door is complete, I gotta figure out how to put the hardware on. All I'm doing is I'm measuring. I already measured inside, and it's about 85 from the very bottom of the floor to the very top of the bar. So it's about there. However, I don't want it down that low. So I'm going to line it up with the edge of the door frame here, and I'm just gonna use this as my template. And I'm just going to put this at 85, so that's where it would be if I'd go the whole way. But the door has to swivel. It's got to have ground clearance, so I basically want to do a little bit less than that. I'm still going to use this. So let's go about 84 and a half. We'll knock off a ½ inch. Yeah. About good right there. And then I'm just going to mark that, make sure that that's lined up, and then make sure that this is lined up. Okay, so then I can mark down the other side using the same method. And then I will pre-drill the holes and attach the hardware and just bring the door inside.